Happy Juneteenth, everybody. This is a holiday that commemorates the day in 1866 when recently liberated slaves in Galveston, Texas, got together in the one-year anniversary of their emancipation and started a celebration that created a tradition that spread across the country. We only commemorated it as a federal holiday, though, a couple of years ago. So what are we celebrating today, actually? Here's what I think it is, or at least it should be. It's the progress we have made as a nation since then. That's what we need to be celebrating today. While we were a nation that was founded on freedom, and yes, we did have slavery at our founding, the point is today, America is the quintessential nation on earth where you can get ahead no matter your skin color, no matter where your parents came from, no matter how long your last name is. You get ahead in this country based on your own hard work, your own commitment, your own dedication. That's the American dream. So I think the thing we ought to be celebrating today isn't just looking in some rearview mirror 160 years ago and flogging ourselves. Part of what we ought to celebrate is how far we have come as a country. That's what makes America great. But I think that if we're also being alert to making sure that we don't repeat those same mistakes again, we have to spot them in the present. It is easy to condemn slavery 160 years ago today. What's harder is to spot and be careful about the risks of making those same mistakes again. We now teach young children across the country in our public schools to see themselves on the basis of, once again, the color of their skin. Teaching children that they're either oppressors or oppressed based on their race. Creating quota systems in the workforce and college admissions based on, again, the color of your skin. This is the modern form of psychological slavery. I think that is a dangerous form of slavery that we have to wake up to today. One that teaches young Americans that you are limited by what you can achieve in this country based on the color of your skin. That rejects the progress we have made. I think it rejects creating a new form of psychological slavery that we will regret 160 years from now. I think that's the lesson we need to remember today. I know that's a little bit uncomfortable to say, just as it was uncomfortable 160 years ago for people to speak out against the social traditions that prevailed in their era. But that's what true courage means, not just saying what everybody else believes to be obvious and criticizing people 160 years ago, but to celebrate the progress we've made, and most importantly, to call out the hypocrisies that exist in the present. We're not a country that should discriminate in any direction, no matter your skin color. That's part of what it means to be an American. And that too is part of what I think we need to celebrate today on Juneteenth, emancipating ourselves from the new psychological slavery that the new orthodoxy imposes on Americans of every skin color. I say let's declare independence from that. Let's emancipate ourselves from that. That's part of what we ought to celebrate today as well. Thanks a lot.
I don't recall any black people asking you to run for president. I don't recall any black people asking you your opinion on our fucking history, our actual history of our people and shit. And I don't recall any black people asking you what the fuck you thought about Juneteenth and shit, okay? Alright? So, mind your own fucking business. Alright? Just telling you, mind your own fucking business, okay? That's all you gotta do and shit, okay? Alright? I mean, you're a billionaire, okay? You own your family is let's just say you never saw a day of hard work in your life, okay? You had a silver spoon in your mouth and your fucking ass, okay? And I don't understand what your interest in my community is, okay? Other than wanting to be an antagonist and shit. It marks you as weak, okay? Now, I don't give a shit. You don't have to worry about me voting for you or anyone else in the upcoming presidential election because I'm going to sit on my fucking hands and shit because the juice ain't worth the squeeze and shit, okay? I'd rather just take my chances and shit. But you intrigue me because you're weak, right? Black people are at the bottom of the economic barrel in this fucking country and shit, okay? They're even busting in new new occupants of this supposed country and shit to supplant our voting power. Okay? And I've heard that you want to raise the age of voting to like what, like 25 or something and up. Ridiculous. Okay? You just want to fuck with us and you want to install the same case system that you came from. Okay? This guy, this guy, he is in a case, he is from a case system and shit. In his home country. It's the top case system there. It's like a big pyramid scheme and shit. So he's like, this guy is the ultimate one percenter. This brown man who wants to be a white man and shit so badly that he's decided to punch down into the black community and shit instead of minding his own business and shit. You know, I read articles on this guy where it said that he wanted the presidency more than he wanted a cure for biological cancer. And that's selfish, okay? That's very petty of you. You should be using your considerable resources to find a cure for cancer if you want to be a part of history and shit, instead of sitting in what used to be the highest chair in the land and shit. All right? Every day that I think about it, more and more, especially after January 6th and the shenanigans of that time, the guy sitting in that fucking chair calling himself the president is more and more just an employee, a patsy and shit. And this is what you aspire to be less than and shit. You know, I think you could take some of your considerable resources and shit, your billions of dollars, and pour them into your home country. You know, and why don't you try to make it better over there? Okay, they still have a staggering social issues and shit on all levels and shit. And I think that your money and resources would be better served with your own people who look like you. All right, who look like you. Brown people, you know, curry people, whatever the fuck you call yourself, however you identify, people that look like you that need your help. Okay? We don't need your help. Black people don't need your help. We don't need your opinion and shit, and we wish you just mind your own fucking business. Okay? That's all you have to do is zip it up and leave our names out of your mouth as a collective. Men and women and everything in between and shit, okay? All right? I don't refer to myself as a person of color. All right? I'm black. I'm black, motherfucker. Okay? And I'm tired of looking at your ass and shit. You are a disgrace to colored people, or people of color, as you like to identify. Probably not you. You're white. You know, you're a disgrace to other people in your ethnic group across the planet and shit. You know, if you gave a fuck about anything, about the future, you would do what I said. You would turn your considerable resources on your own people, on your own country, and fix the caste system there. And maybe I'm saying that wrong. Maybe I should say caste system or whatever, but hey, I'm black and shit. You already have a disparaging opinion, which we don't give a fuck about. Help your own fucking people. Leave us alone, okay? All right? Or next time you do one of these little shitty ass videos, maybe you should just wear your Klan outfit. Wear your brown Klan outfit, motherfucker. Okay? We don't need your opinion. Okay? You want to, you know, disperse, maybe a couple $100 million into our community. We'll take that money and shit with no conditions attached to shit, okay? And we'll tip our hat to you and shit. Other than that, we don't need you. No one needs you. You don't need to be the president and shit. Why would you want to be the president of this country in the condition that it is in now? And all you can talk about is fighting wokeness and shit. Wokeness has nothing to do with Juneteenth, and wokeness has nothing to do with black people. There are white people behind that, okay? So you want to fuck with white people, okay? Get it fixed, okay? Use your considerable resources to see who's behind all of the woke propaganda that you say you hate. All right? Use that shit. Use your money to find out where the target is because you're blind. Stevie Wonder can see this shit better than you. Right? You're ignorant. You're ignorant, motherfucker. Fuck you, okay? I'm saying black people don't give a shit about Juneteenth as a federal holiday and shit. We asked the president and the government of this goddamn supposed country for a fucking crime bill, and we asked for reparations, and we want fucking reparations and shit. And you ain't gonna tell us no different and shit when you're giving money to illegal immigrants that come in here and supplant the vote and shit, to muddy the fucking waters and shit, yourself included with your racist opinion and shit, okay? Good luck in your aspirations to be the whitest man in America and shit, okay? Alright, good luck with that. But keep our fucking names and our ethnic community out your fucking mouth and shit. You don't have shit to worry about, okay? I'm sitting on my motherfucking hands. People with common sense are sitting on their fucking hands because we can't get shit out of this fucking government that you know our tax dollars go to and shit. Okay, what are you gonna do? You make more money in a month than the president makes in a year. All right, why do you want to be president other than to fuck with people and shit? You're despicable, and you know you make me sick personally and shit. Honestly, you make me sick, man. I feel good saying that. You know what? You don't understand the black experience and shit. It's not any of these racial myths you learned growing up and shit with your bubble. You know your entitled bubble, right? Your fucking parents came over here because my people fought for those rights in the fucking 60s and shit. This is how you repay us and shit by being a dickhead. Why don't you just live in your bubble and shit and stay in that bitch? You know, if you don't want to find a cure for cancer or other maladies with that pharmaceutical company that you own and some of your other holdings and assets, you're a billionaire, you're from the number one case system and shit. This is the best idea you got and shit as a political hopeful and shit to come over here and fuck with black people and shit. Have you taken a trip down here to look around? You know, can you get out of your fucking bubble and shit? You don't matter. Okay, even if you somehow capture that highest tree in the land, you do not matter. Okay? Now it's just a feather in your cap because you're arrogant. Alright? Ain't like I said before, you fucking ignorant and shit. Fucking ignorant, man. Alright? Keep our name out of your mouth. I can't say that enough and shit. I know you won't do it because you're a pussy, okay? And, you know, I'm from the south side of Chicago and shit. And back in the day, you know, guys like you would get the business, man. You know why you get the business? Because we know that you're only fucking with what you perceive as a weak target, a soft target and shit. All right, you have no rhetoric. You have nothing to offer anyone of any color in any economic group and shit, okay? All right? I can't say good luck or nothing, okay? I want you to fail miserably. Okay, I wanted you to fail miserably, man, because you're crazy, dude. All right, you got a big fucking head, okay? You got a big cork-ass head and shit, if I may be so crass. I'm tired of looking at your receding hairline as you run your mouth, enjoying the smell of your own farts and shit, okay? We don't enjoy the smell of it, all right? So, you know, I'm done here. All right, I'm done. We're done. Black people are done. Keep our fucking name out of your mouth. Go fuck yourself.
This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.